Hi everyone and welcome back to Diamond Paintings with me, your host Mike. Today we're going to be doing a little bit more of this lovely out. I'm just going to get my wax. So I forgot it last time. And yeah, so I'm going to be doing another session here today and we'll get going really. So I have literally just been watching. I'm working on my because I mainly do diamond paintings in the morning and then I do like any builds in the evening. So I'm mainly doing diamond painting, but I've just, shortly as I came off doing this, I had some biscuits which are called, I do love these, malted milk, but there's a new version that has chocolate on them. I always go for like custard creams, but they didn't have any, which is no surprise. And yeah, so I had some of that and I was watching one of my YouTubers I support. So I got that and then just really working down my queue. I need to do some tidying up. I can't until Amazon have been, because if I listen to my AirPods then they could knock and then it goes back to the depot. But Amazon are normally pretty good, they'll leave it out for you. So I've got to do some of that, so just really doing some washing, bits and pieces. So yeah. But the countdown is on, guys. I'm a Celebrity starts very, very soon. So the countdown is on. We've got about a week to go. Hello, someone's alarm's gone off. Someone's alarm has gone off. Some of them cars are sensitive though, aren't they? Like, even if you walk past it, it just sets the alarm off. So, yeah. I think this is made of like a ceramic, because if you look there, it's got no pen going through it, or unless it's see-through. Maybe it's a normal pen in disguise. So yeah. So I was just counting the clock time. To see where we are on the thingamajig. But yeah, I'm quite happy with this pen. It makes me think of the Wizard of Oz as well, you know, the Emerald City. That's quite funny. So yeah. I think owls, do they eat mice? Because their beaks are really razor sharp. So I've seen them just literally like tear the head off. But did you know an owl can turn its head 360 degrees? How cool is that? Whoops, got a bit of thingamajig there. And then 6. So yeah, the target for me today, I've got to do some Titanic later. Completely ran out of time yesterday because I was so busy with doing Eddie Stowe, but I thought, well, if we now both of them out of the way, and then I can tackle, someone's screaming, I can tackle Titanic a little bit later on, but then I ran out of time, so I'm going to try and hopefully do that today. Because it's quite an in-depth one. We've got like this lubricant that has to go over the cogs, and in all my years of doing part works, I've never known a part work publisher to include a cotton wool bud. So that is new for me, and I've been doing part work since the Black Pearl, because some of my builds I've built and they're off camera. They'll never ever be on camera because they're like really special ones like the Black Pearl. And that's stored at a relative's house because it's so big, and my granddad likes it, so I was like, oh, I said, well, are you going to buy it? Or he said, but I want to see you build it and then we could share it. And I was like, okay then. So it stays at his house and I just like see it. Last time I was there was probably about 4 years ago. That's how long it's been. I really must plan a visit because he lives in Doncaster in Yorkshire. Oh my God, that bloody name. Do you know what? Yorkshire haunts me because everywhere I go, if I read a magazine, it's in writing. If I watch the TV, it's the Yorkshire bloody vet. Everywhere's bloody Yorkshire, and it's it's not the most famous planet on the earth. But yeah, so I'll have to go up there at some point. Normally he'll pick me up, so he'll drive down and get me, because obviously I don't drive, so yeah. Boop 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 boop, rainbow flying high, everyone can see it shining. Oh, what is that? That's not yellow, is it? I don't know what that is. But it's exciting, when you see the picture almost at the end, or the canvas like near enough at the end, it just makes you want to do more and more. So yeah, so I'm just basically doing a bit of painting, doing a bit of reading, checking my emails, a bit of housework, and then yeah, so I just try and alternate it a bit really. But about 1 o'clock, normally after 1 o'clock I do any of the filming on the other channels, and then I'll go back to this. Good, but because I got mainly all it done yesterday, there's not a lot I need to do. But yeah, the Halloween special is coming to an end. It's been a lovely painting to work on. I mean, it's been really lovely, and I'm looking forward to doing my Coca-Cola van. I've had that for a whole year, but I just haven't got around to doing it. Because I bought it last year, like the year before I was debating, so I was like, this ain't gonna come in time, and I wanted to do, work on it while I was doing the, while it was in Christmas. But I left it too late, and I thought, this ain't gonna turn up now. So then the year after, I kept it on the wish list for ages. Is that 6? Yeah, it is. So I kept it on the wish list for ages. And then last year I bought it, but then we ran out of time again. So I rolled it over to this year. So fingers crossed we should be doing it this year. But I have got quite a lot to get through. So the idea is that it will be a different day of the week. So the idea is in the morning you will get one of the paintings, in the evening you'll get a different painting. And it will be, the plan of action is to do it like the Halloween. It'll be themed, and hopefully we should get it finished, both paintings finished by the end of Christmas. I don't think I've got enough time to do all 4, but what I could do is on a Friday, or we could alternate it, so different days we'll have different paintings. I'm not entirely sure yet, but the one I really want to do is the Coca-Cola van. And my mum was like, you should do that for your dad because he likes that. And I'm trying to get my sister, I'll never forget this, I bought her a painting last year for Christmas, and she shoved it in the cupboard and said, oh, I don't have the time to do that. She does have the time if she didn't sit there watching Love Island rubbish. And it's like my dad got her a cross stitch. That's been shoved in the shelf as in the thing as well. Massive bundle of cross stitches. I think you've got 4 in the pack. Oh, she don't have the time. Well, if you stop watching TV, then you would have the time, wouldn't you? So then I was gonna get my mum to do it, but she's got poor eyesight, so she probably wouldn't be able to do it. Got my brother one, but as I've said, all he does is shove it in a bag and keeps it for years on end before he opens it. I'm actually really don't know what to get him. It's got to the point now where do I actually get him something or do I not? Because he don't open it. He'll open the present and then he'll shove it down to the side of the chair and won't use it. My sister bought him a pool table and it's been stuck there for 4 years. So, even if you get him an Amazon voucher, he won't use it. I don't know what it is. It's really weird. So I don't know. I mean, I can't exactly get him nothing, but what do I get him? I bought him a Link set last year, and it's very aggravating because, you buy him stuff, and he just don't use it. It's like my dad, he will do that. I think he gets it from him because he does that as well, and I can't understand why you would not use it for years. It baffles me. But yeah, I text him. I don't speak to him because obviously he ran off with another woman and had an affair. But I still text him, but I don't ever speak to him. I'll text, but I won't speak to him, if you get me. And I said, you should do this. You know, you live on your own. Get yourself a diamond painting. Because he lives on a flat on his own. I used to live there, but I moved out years ago. Then my brother used to live there, and well, he didn't live there as such. He would sleep over because we had bunk beds, but I don't know what he does. I mean, he used to go round with his girlfriend Julie, but the problem is she's not been on the scene for ages, and apparently they were walking up the road one day and they laughed at him or something. So I don't know whether they have split up, because backtracking a bit, when they went to Butlins, my mum has never ever been to Butlins. Even, you know, for years and years it's always been like Hannah and George with my dad, and that's my siblings. And then all of a sudden my mum goes, do you see what I mean? So perhaps he's getting withdrawal symptoms, perhaps he's missing Julie, I don't know. But it's very unusual for her to turn up. I mean, it'd be funny if she turned up. They went, could you imagine it? They both went on the same holiday and they were like, okay, my ex-girlfriend's there. Oh crap, what do we do, you know? But this year was quite interesting because Hannah didn't go and neither did George. I mean, George he's got his own life, you know, he's totally independent in what he does. I mean, he's so busy with you know, Vicky and working. He used to do construction with the church, and now he does works for DPD. So, but he's not actually a driver who I think he's like, he does the warehouse sort of bit to it. So he basically loads parcels and that, because it's a night shift. So you're not going to get driving through the day, are you? Through the night. So I've delivering parcels. But yeah, it's really good because like with Royal Mail, you get the transit vans that deliver the parcels, and then the big square lorries, they deliver the mail that's come in from the depot, like the sorting depots. It's like sometimes I send a letter and it's going to Whittam, and I've posted it in Whittam because I'm that lazy. And it's gone to Chelmsford to then come back to Whittam, and I'm like, why can't you just sort it in the Whittam depot? And she said it's because my friend works in there, she said it's because they don't have the York trolleys or something. So yeah. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this these drinks, which is apparently 7-Up, but it's cherry, and I've never tried that before. 7-Up is basically like Sprite, isn't it? They might as well just call it lemonade, but I suppose it's called something different because it's copyright or what have you, but I don't think it tastes any different to lemonade. But the best one is, there's a company called Schweppes, and they do some really, really lovely lemonades. It's very hard to get hold of nowadays because it's not a lemonade that many people have. Tesco stock it, I think. But yeah, it's one of them ones where, you know, you sort of really enjoy a bit of lemon in it. Oh yeah, man. But you should have, I don't know what they call it, but it's ice cream. You get lemonade, but you put ice cream in it. I think it's called a soda float or something like that. But you're supposed to put ice cream in it, and it does I don't know what it does, but it does some sort of thing. So that noise, it's not email, so I don't know what keeps pinging, but I'll have to have a look, because when I check my emails after this, it's exactly the same number as earlier on. So it must be a notification on my tablet, because it's coming from my Amazon Fire Tablet 10. I got that a few years ago, and back then I didn't have a laptop, because you know there was a lot of money in that, and I got my wages for Christmas. I think it was like 2 years ago, and I had more than I expected. So I thought, oh great, here we go. He's balls up again, and he's overpaid me. And then I got a phone call, because I won't going to text him. You know, it's Christmas. I want the money, and he phoned me and said, I'm sorry to inform you that you've been overpaid again. And I was like, how can you overpay it? And he goes, did you notice? And I said, yeah. I should have said no really, but I could have kept it then. But yeah, overpaid me again. So I thought, well, with this extra cash, I'm going to buy this Amazon tablet. And yeah, it's great. One of the tablets I used to love is the Samsung A10, because you can put a SIM card in that and basically use it on the train. The problem is with the Amazon Fire tablets is they don't have any SIM cards, so you can't use it unless you're connected to Wi-Fi, which is a bit of a bummer. But there we go. What's happening here? Okay, a bit of wax, I reckon. So yeah, I'll get this. Might be able to complete it today. I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. But yeah, it's pretty good. What is that clanging noise? God's sake. TV is so loud. Why it's so loud? One day, yeah. I mean, some programs, some of my YouTubers, they speak so quiet and it's very hard to pick up what they're saying. So I have to turn the volume up really loud. And then I forget and turn the TV off for the night. And then I come in and I turn the TV on and it's like... you know that scene from Back to the Future where Marty McFly is standing in front of the big boom speaker with the guitar and it goes and it explodes, and yeah, oh man, so funny. But yeah, I just hope DHL come today, because it would really make it easier for Monday, but knowing them, probably not. But yeah, I'm looking forward to watching Spooky Buddies. I need to look at that Hocus Pocus film. I put it on here and I've still forgot. Oh man. Oh crap, was that 8 or... yeah, that was. Okay, cool. So I need to do a bit of the craft channel today. I need to definitely work on Titanic. I found them missing pipes, you see, so if we can try and get that sorted, that's the target for today, is Titanic. The craft channel, I've got till Wednesday for that one, because it's, is that an 8? I thought it was. We'll back up there. This glue is quite weak. It's not a very strong glue, as you can see. You can really sort of slide it. But yeah. Can you believe it's Friday, it's Saturday again already? Where the hell does... like, each week is just shooting by. I'm doing it wrong again. Oh. Let me do that one go there, won't it? But yeah, it's just like really like shooting by each week. I think the country just wants the end of the year here now. But is it this old crumbs? Do we change is the clocks already changed back, or is it? Because I'm filming this on the Friday, so it must be very soon. But iPhone does it automatic. Have you ever woke up once and you forgot to change your clocks, and you've got to work and your manager's gone, you were supposed to be here an hour ago, and I'm like, what, I'm here, it's 10 o'clock, and you're like, no, the clock's changed back, and you're like, oh, fudge cake, you know. Yeah. Oh my god, what the fuck? What the hell's on that? Oh, that's a grubby drill, look. Don't want that. I'll use the other one. That's even grubby as well. Okay, I don't know what's happened to that. I will get some more white drills for the next video because I need to do some topping up on it. But we'll carry on. We'll get, actually I'll put that one there. That's a nice clean one. So I don't know how they've got that grubby. I do apologise. Whoops. You know when BBC News teams have to travel, they must travel like in a big coach because there must be loads of them unless they make their own make their own way there. But apparently Martina Coxstraw, is it? She's been took off presenting the news because apparently she laughed at Boris Johnson stepping down or something when he was in the election vote thing recently. Because obviously it goes to get, they don't, you know, they're news presenters, they have to act seriously. But no, I've never liked her anyway. She just seems to muck about all the time on the news, and it's, you know, you sort of think, are you doing it deliberately? Are you trying to play up to the camera, or just see what I mean? So that was a good move. But what I don't understand is why did he rush back to the UK to be, you know, to try to win it, to then go, oh right, I'm stepping down now. To see what I mean? Like, what is the point in that? You wanted it, and then you step down like, hello. But he was a good Prime Minister. I think Rishi will do a good job. He knows what he wants to do, you know. So he visited a hospital. It was on the news, and the woman was like, you need to sort this out. This elderly woman, and it was like, okay. He came over and said hello, and she was having a rant with him. And then it was on the news that there was this care home, and these staff dressed up in nappies or something, and apparently they had to make a big apology. I think that was very disrespectful, if you ask me. You know, so, because that's like taking the mick out of the people that have got, you know, these problems in the care home. So as I said, I will get some top-ups of that D colour, and we'll just fill that next time. I think it's time for a nice cup of tea after this, and read a bit of my magazines. I must get rid of like probably a bag of recycling a day. I handle like 80 collections, so it's like, yeah man. I love reading though. It's one of the one things I absolutely enjoy doing. I could read and read and read and read, and sometimes at my relatives, my mum will say, she's reading something, but she'll say, can you read it for me? And I'm like, yeah, I love reading. And she goes, you love reading, so you can read it. And I'm like, okay. But what annoys me is the magazines that are pages and pages and pages. I was reading a magazine called The Week, and it took like 4 days to get through it because there's so many pages. Because when I read it out loud. I can't read it in my head because I keep going over the same line that I've already read. So I have to read it out loud. So yeah. But we're getting closer and closer to the finishing line of this, so that's pretty good. Oops. Nearly. Oh my god, yeah, just before I was setting up for this, my phone fell out of the tripod and all the drills went everywhere. Oh man, it was so annoying. This tripod is a little bit, it needs renewing because there's a bolt missing. How it fell out, I don't know. The spring on the tripod holder is a little bit weak, so that needs replacing. I must pay out some, because I don't think they're designed to keep being moved. So because I film in the kitchen and the bedroom, because I can't sit in there for long periods because I haven't got a seat at the moment. So I film in the kitchen because I've got like a bar chair, so it's just brilliant because it's level with the worktop. But the bedroom is the one that's got the most light, so, and the perfect lighting, but it is what it is. But they're just so expensive on Amazon. They're like £60 to £80 just for a epoxy seat, and it's like, really? But I've seen a stall. I might get a stall because that one's like 29 quid, and it's like a dentist stall, so I might get that. Yeah, this is definitely a bluey grey, isn't it? So don't be put off. It may look blue, but you've actually got the right drill there. I know it can be quite off-putting when you've got a drill symbol that's a different colour to what the drill is, but don't worry, it is the right drill. So I'll finish off this line and then we'll call that one a session, I think. But yeah, nice, quick, easy one. I've seen a variety of different crystal art kits on Amazon. They seem to be cropping up quite a lot, and I'm always like, whenever I look on the works, if I see something on the works, I'll always quickly type it into Amazon to see if it's on Amazon, because where possible I will try and keep it to Amazon, because if I can get the same paint in, I don't have to pay delivery, whereas the works I have to pay delivery. So yeah, but unfortunately I couldn't find any of the ones that I wanted, so damn. But I've found something for my craft channel, and I'm really looking forward to doing it. It's going to be quite fun. Okay, so that's where we are now with that one. So we've moved it along a little bit more, and as I said, it's up to you. If you want to keep this cellophane when you put it in the frame, it's up to you, but it's probably best to get the full picture like that, because all this does is protect dust getting on it, but once it's in the frame, even if a drill falls off, it's going to fall inside the frame, so I chuck all them things away. But yeah, really, really lovely one, that. So just give it a bit of that, and that's where we are again. So I hope you liked that video. Please remember to like, share and subscribe. Remember to tap the bell if you want to be notified for the videos I do, and I'll see you again for more of Barney the Owl. Bye.